Hey guys, Greg here, Bone Tactical. I'm going to do an unboxing for you guys today. Bunch of cool stuff here on the table, and I'm going to list all of the links in the description below if you want to check any of this stuff out on its respective website. That being said, let's jump right into it. iBoss, I've got a really cool video here on the channel called Under the Real Gray Man Theory playlist. Definitely a playlist worth checking out, and these are glasses and they help a lot with, you know, gray man theory, and then I explain how glasses can change a look and just help, you know, in overall life. This particular pair, in overall life for success, excuse me, just greater success at daily endeavors. And, you know, glasses can be that little tiny percentage, could be the straw that breaks the camel's back, you know, in a good way, necessarily. So I explain in that video how important it is to in strength and conditioning. When I was a strength and conditioning coach, we called it the look test, and believe it or not, you could get a job. There's 300 applicants or something like that for my first strength and conditioning position. They always look at the person first, and that's one of the greatest considerations, is if they pass the look test, if they could be a strength and conditioning coach or not, which is crazy. But these glasses from iBoss, these are called the classic retro frame fashion trendy double bridge sunglasses. The thing that I like most about these sunglasses from iBoss is that they're unbranded. Okay, so they can pretty much blend anywhere, and this particular pair right here looks like a really high-end pair of designer sunglasses, but it doesn't have the name on it. And they're cheap, they're inexpensive, but they're not so cheaply made. I can only tell they're cheap if I like hold it this close and look at it really closely. But if I'm actually, they come with a little cleaning cloth, everything like that. But if I'm actually, you know, wearing these and you're looking at them, you can't tell from there, you know, that they're not a high-end pair of sunglasses. You can't tell what they are. So it's really just great. And I explained how they're awesome for the real gray man theory. And what I really like most about them is they're inexpensive, right? So that's iBoss. Definitely check those out. This pair in particular was a classic luxury, unique design for your road trip, and it's called purple. I don't know exactly why. I've got these diving goggles. So these are not super cheap, but they look really awesome. And so this is a mask, what we call in scuba diving a mask. I'm gonna hopefully get the time to get out and do either some scuba or some snorkeling, depending on, you know, what I have time for and what I feel like doing. Where I'm at right now, the visibility isn't super great to go diving, and I don't really like going diving when there's not good visibility. It's just not fun. I guess I'm kind of spoiled. I've dived a lot of really nice locations, and I'm not doing it, you know, to be tactical or anything. I'm doing it for enjoyment. So it's always best for enjoyment diving when the visibility is good. But I'll probably list the last two pairs at the end of the video so we can move right along and show you guys some more stuff. This stove kit here from MSR. All right, this in particular is the extreme condition stove. Multi-fuel, it's multi-fuel. So you can use white gas, kerosene, diesel. What I like about it is I can pretty much throw any gasoline or diesel in it depending on whatever vehicles are around. And so I'll just pull it right out. Now MSR, I'm working with them, and it's not only, I'll put a link in the description below, it's not only MSR, it's also C-Line or Seal Line, and they make some amazing dry bags, and then Thermarest, which is the sleep systems. So overall, just absolutely incredible company. This Cascade Designs is what I'll link below, Cascade Designs, and they make this MSR, they make Thermarest, they make Seal Line, and they just, all of their stuff is just great quality. So I'm super stoked to be working with them, and we're gonna have to get this little multi-fuel stove out testing. But, you know, it's a multi-fuel stove. You guys have seen these in a lot of my videos. I've always wanted this MSR one, because it's just I've had two different ones in my videos. Definitely check out my Overland Expedition videos. I keep these in my Overland Expedition vehicles, and that's how I make food on the road, and that's why I really enjoy that they can either be gas or diesel. If you check out my older Overland Expedition videos on the channel, and I've got a ton of them, You can see I've advanced through the levels of the stoves. I started out with a very basic, cheap stove, then went to a little bit better one, and then now I've reached the pinnacle, in my opinion, of what's the best stove on the market, and I'm super excited. I haven't owned one personally, but know a lot of people who have, and their, you know, their record speaks for themselves. So this is the WindBurner Duo Stove System, and this is definitely pretty awesome for overland expedition or any kind of RV, anything where you're going to have more space. I guess the other one, the extreme condition stove that I just showed, would be better for backpacking, I suppose. We're gonna unbox this one as well. This one has a faster boil. It's probably more convenient, easier to use because it comes with the pot, and everything comes pretty much ready to go. Definitely more of a convenience factor type thing. This guy, I would guess, still the MSR brand, and windproof, so any high wind area. Definitely a little bit more bulky. This is called the WindBurner, and it's more for areas that have high winds, I guess you would say, and then, you know, like it has the burner inside here, and then like a convenience factor thing, especially if you have the room to carry, you know, the whole kit here, how it comes, everything together. I really like that about it. And it's probably a better purchase for most people that are going to be watching this video, just because you don't need minimalism extreme conditions unless you're going to be backpacking or going on pretty extreme adventures. So this is kind of the next level up for people who can, you know, carry something in their vehicle, RV, overland expedition, and it comes ready to go with the cup, and just a lot of nice little touches. It's got this handle here. A lot of you guys know picking one of these things up is difficult because they get really hot, and MSR just does a really good job overall. So definitely check those out. Be looking for future videos where I feature these guys. All right, we have some new stuff in from Nitecore. Let's check that out. Now, this is really cool because this is all stuff for a tactical helmet. You guys have seen the tactical helmet that came in from Tacticon Armament, and this is some stuff. I've done a lot of stuff with Nitecore over the years. You guys have seen a ton of videos, so I've been working with them quite a bit, and I can definitely say that they have a good brand. I haven't had any major issues out of any of their stuff, and I've really used a ton of their stuff. Definitely looking forward to loading out the tactical helmet, and we're gonna fully kit it out, night vision, everything like that. Anyway, this is the NU07LE, and this has, like, it's basically a signaling performance LED that it has 11 different modes, all kinds of different colors. It's, you know, police warning, and really just a great signal option if you want to. There's all kinds of situations which we'll get into in the ballistic helmet video, but I'm going to be setting up a ballistic helmet, and this is what I'm going to put on the back of it, or maybe one side, probably the back, if ever I would need potential signaling. I'm going to put it depending on where the button setup is and everything on it, and how it's not going to get accidentally triggered, but that's specifically made for that. This is a flashlight here that's going to go on the side of the helmet. Okay, so I can have hands-free. It would be like a headlamp, but I'm going to put it on the side because the night vision will be on the front, and then if I don't want to be using the night vision, if I'm not in an environment where I need to use night vision for some reason and it's at night, and I want to use light instead, I can do that, or if the night vision goes out, or vice versa. Okay, so that's redundancy there. We got a battery that came in from Nitecore as well. They do their own batteries, really cool, and you know, that's that. So battery for the kit. I will show you real quickly this little guy that's in here. So it is a recessed button on there, which is really nice, what I wanted to make sure. So I'll cycle here through and show you your different modes with the NU07LE. The other flashlight is the MT10C 920 lumen that is built for helmet use or tactical helmet, ballistic helmet use, and then this is the signal or marking light. Can even be used as a additional flashlight if my night vision isn't wanting to be used. If my other flashlight goes out, I can swap this around and use it to light up whatever I want to use it for. Signal or law enforcement can use it to identify as an identifier with, as you can see, the flashing law enforcement lights on there. And moving right along, we have another tactical item here, being Cyle Optics, Cyle, and this is called the Ghost. It's a red dot, and cheap red dot, so definitely something cool for anything you guys are going to be maybe doing some plinking, you know, anything kind of just playing around, anything like that. And really just seems like pretty decent fit and finish. It's not, it's pretty light. I like how it's got the protected little ring here. Just seems like a fun budget item. Just looking at it, taking it out of the box, it definitely looks like decent quality. Wow, it's a really bright reticle. It's got the dot in the middle and then the different stuff on the outside. It comes on ready to go right out of the box. Looks pretty sweet, actually. I would definitely use this for any kind of plinking. I'm not going to say that I would definitely use it for a designated something that I'm going to bet my life on, but one of the great things about something like this is that it can be co-witnessed with backup sights, and you can fold your backup sights down, and if this thing goes out, you can just flip up your backup sights. You don't even have to take it off because you can see right through this. It's just clear glass you can see through. And then another thing is I actually have trained with guys and have, you know, buddies that can use just the ring here and the feel of the rifle and shoot accurately out to a couple hundred yards without even having one of these things turn on. It's crazy. I haven't tried it myself, so I can't. I definitely would have to practice and get good at that. And I actually just would rather use iron sights, but if I was coming down to that scenario, but I've seen it done, and you know, it can be done. So interestingly enough, this could be used as long as you have the, you know, mindset to develop the skill set. This could be used on anything technically, and it's really fairly priced. Okay, so definitely check out Cyle Optics, Cyle optics.com. I'm gonna link all that in the description below as well. All links will be in the description below. A lot of times, if you follow my links, you'll be able to get discount codes, and then a lot of times you'll have different discount codes. This is really cool, and this is something that I use every single day. So there's not a lot of stuff that I actually show you guys that I use every single day. And what I swap out as much as I can, and as much as I can afford it, I swap out insoles into my shoes. And it just helps with so much lower back pain, helps you get that little performance edge, helps your shoes last longer, better for your body, you know, helps you be able to be more effective at carrying gear over long distances, all kinds of stuff. And this is from CreeX, CURREX. Again, I'll link all this stuff in the description below. They have different sizes. This is what you want to look for, is a plastic insert that really helps with support of your foot so you don't get plantar fasciitis. All kinds of different benefits to this. You want to look and see if it's cushy, if you need extra cushion, or if you don't, that should come from your shoes. But this little piece of plastic and then overall quality is what you mostly want to look for. This piece of plastic they have in different sizes, so it would be based on your natural arch of your foot, whether you have a high arch, low arch, or medium arch, and then you're going to want to buy your insoles according to what the natural arch of your foot is. This is a great luxury item if you can afford it, and something that I would recommend anybody who can aspire to have will have. This is the hiking version, they have a running version, and they have a biking version. So they have, based on activity, they have a lot of different stuff. And I definitely, just looking at it right now, I would say that I would definitely like and enjoy using these. I can tell that they look pretty quality. And I'm gonna put them into the rotation and see how they hold up. And in the future, get you guys some more videos on these. We have a holster here from Warriorland, and this is pretty cool because you guys have seen recently my video on my battle belt setup, and I had to make my own holster because I couldn't find a good thumb drive, and I don't like the ones where you have to touch right here and then you're pressuring in and drawing at the point where your finger is having to make a shooting movement. I just prefer the thumb drives a lot better. And then also when I'm working right in the shop, working on grinding knives and all kinds of stuff like that, I like to have off-body carry like this, not necessarily off-body like a bag, but like a little bit separated from the body because I sweat so much, and I'm especially, you know, in the shop or out in the field in the jungle, I guess, where it's humid environments. And anytime I'm going to be doing a lot of sweating, because the pistol will stay drier and not just be coated in my sweat constantly. So this looks actually pretty great. Overall quality looks really nice. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm just excited to use it, excited to get it into use, and we're just gonna have to see how it holds up after some time, and I'll get this into some future videos. But thumb drive, in my opinion, is just kind of the way to go. Why do I like secondary retention? Or you know, why do I like an actual lock-in security retention on certain holsters? Because if it is accessible by other people, I like having that. Might just give me an extra split second if somebody comes up and tries to grab my gun. I'm not big on open carry because of that. It's just it's not super intelligent, but there are times, like I'm mentioning, where I open carry for convenience, and mostly when I'm in my workshop grinding knives, and it's a balance, you know. I'm surrounded by people that I trust, so you know, if somebody really wanted to do harm to me, they could just thump me on the back of the head with a stick. So I'm not so worried about somebody taking my gun. But when I'm out in public, it's just definitely not recommended. You don't see very many intelligent people open carrying in public unless they have to because they're like a police officer or something like that. And that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But the last two things that I'm going to open here are these last two pairs of glasses from iBoss. I'm just going to show you these. These are also available on their site. This is a really cool, like steampunk, I think they call it, little nerdy style, kind of a punk style glasses. And I got into what I would use those for in the video I discussed at the beginning of this video, the Real Gray Man Theory accessories. Okay, we did a men's accessories video featuring these glasses and how they could be used for tactical effectiveness and just being more effective in everyday life. And then this is just a really cool pair of sunglasses, right? I really like these sunglasses. So, I mean, these are great. I will definitely use these just for cool sunglasses if I'm going somewhere where I want to have cool sunglasses. And I like them a lot, and I'm a connoisseur of sunglasses, as you can see in that, or glasses, men's accessories. You know, I make men's accessories, right? I have my own clothing line. So when I say that these are a great bang for your buck, I mean it, right? That's I was hoping that they were decent enough to work with because I really wanted to show you guys how glasses can be used for tactical efficiency or daily efficiency, being more effective in your daily endeavors. Showed you that in that Gray Man Theory video, the Real Gray Man Theory accessories video. That's basically what we have here. I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing. Just remember, if you see this gear in the future, that means we're getting it into testing and it's held up. If you don't see gear ever again in a video, it's probably, and if I say, hey, we'll have to do some more testing on this, I don't know how it's going to hold up. If I ever say that about something and you don't see it again, it's because it didn't hold up and I can't stand behind it. So you notice in my videos, I mentioned some of these things. I said, oh, this is a a reputable company like MSR. I know this gear is good gear. I know it's the best you can get. Other stuff I said, like the Cyle Optics. I said, hey, I'm going to have to test this and see how it holds up, right? So we're getting a variety of stuff. Just make sure you listen to those verbal cues I'm giving you as to whether the gear has already been tested to where it's recommended, or by enough people, or by me, by myself, if I'm recommending the gear or if I'm just unboxing it. So there's a big difference there. Don't just go out and buy stuff because you saw it in a Bone Tactical video. Make sure you hear me recommend it first. Thanks for watching. Bono.